Hey, welcome to Horsehead Bookends. Yesterday I posted a video of Voidfall, which is a quick review. Well, here is the full playthrough, or as much as the camera captured. It's about an hour long, so if you want to watch it and check it out, here it is. Now, there may be some cursing in the video as we go through the game, but I just want to let you know ahead of time, so maybe it might not be for young children. But here it is. It's about an hour long of us playing Voidfall.
Or two energy, or so it's either one of these per or 2 to 1, 2 to 1.
Okay.
Right.
That's it.
All right. Let's just do it.
All right. So initial thoughts, Mike.
Oh, I can't wait to play this. I've been reading this for days. I even brought my own rule books with me, just in case, so that I could help out with rules from the side of the table.
Ian, any initial thoughts?
Yeah, excited to play. Maybe looks a little daunting, but I haven't had the opportunity yet to watch a playthrough video. But I have a funny feeling it's one of those games that when you get used to the iconography, that hopefully it all gels.
Yeah, it seems like it's a very intense Zia. But I do have to say, just in the setup alone, it is the absolute fiddliest of any Mind Clash game I've played. So we're going to stop talking. Well, we're actually going to keep talking, but not to you.
We're not going to talk at all while we play. We're going to play silent.
We're going to start playing. All right, so 4A. Right. We don't do anything. The first thing we do is section 4, which we flip over the initial card. From the Ashes, reminder, read the tutorial for Cycle 1 in the Compendium, which we have. We got both.
Yeah. Right here.
So this symbol, everyone has to do this. Discard the following focus cards: Conquest, Politics, Progress, Prosperity, and Temptation. Okay, you know what? I can put this right there.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. We can see that so much.
So only leaves you with 4.
Yes.
Correct. And we only get to play 3 of those.
Oh,
and
but
these permanently discarded for the whole game?
No. But Innovation gets discarded anyway because you can't use it in Cycle 1. So if you have Innovation, you can just dump that too.
Oh, so it leaves us just with the same 3. So it's just what order you play them in.
Yes.
Conquest. Conquest.
So we should all be left with Production, Reinforcement, and Development.
Yes, correct. Okay, and it says move the corruption from your...
Oh, so it goes from your agenda onto your outpost. So our outpost is starting corrupt. I just put it on my home like a dodo.
I didn't think you can... oh, the outpost is corrupt.
Outpost is corrupt. Yeah, I put it in the wrong place.
Okay.
So I'm not smart.
Alright, that's fine.
Okay, so can I ask a question? How do you get rid of corruption?
There are cards that you can get rid of corruption.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay, remove a corruption. Do you have to be present?
Yeah.
So you can remove a corruption.
You can move it from anywhere on your... That
Okay.
symbol lets it remove... It lets you remove it from anywhere on the board.
Mm-hmm.
There will be some that might say remove from a specific area.
And
like
that top icon
it.
isn't... If there's no... so the top icon would be on that development card. If there's no corruption, population goes up.
Which one?
On that development card on the bottom.
Development.
On the harmonize.
Oh no, so you increase the production on all non-corrupted sector.
Population.
One population. What did I say?
Production.
Production.
Okay.
Population
On any in the whole across the whole.
On any of your
on
not
yours.
on all of them. On one of your
Non-corrupted.
non-corrupted.
On one.
On
Yes,
one.
correct.
Okay.
So
Which then in turn increases your production. If it has, so like if I got rid of this corruption and then upgraded this to a 3, then I would upgrade my energy and my materials because there's 3 people there now.
Yeah. Now, also, there are 2 goals on the card that we want to try to complete. One is, what is that, to have 5 or more...
Have 5 or more fleet power on the board.
Okay.
And we're all started with 4 fleet power at the moment.
That's correct. And the second one is to have 5
or more
guilds. Yes.
In pure sectors.
Yes, in pure
which
sectors.
is in non-corrupted
Okay,
sectors.
and we've all started with 2.
Correct.
Okay.
3, technically.
Does your homework count as a guild?
Correct.
One second.
This token always counts as guild. Even this counts as an installation, but it could never get destroyed or changed. You could never put something else, a new installation in your home. You can put them here, but you can't override one that's there.
Now, I have a question.
Yes.
I guess...
So on the cards, you could use, when it says you could use 2 actions, it's any of the 2 actions. You don't have to go top to bottom, and you could go in any.
No, I know. I'm just
But there's
looking about...
costs.
So can I ask you, what is the difference between a pure guild and just like any of the other guilds?
A pure guild is
is
not
just-
corrupted. It's not in a location that doesn't have corruption. Like this. When you see this, it means your population is corrupted.
Okay, alright, I get it now. So that has to be pure guild. So at the moment we've only got one. We've each
Correct.
only got one.
We each
pure
only
guild.
have one.
Okay.
Yep. And then the cost, this is a cost up here. So this is deactivating a fleet power. That's taking one from here and moving it here.
And these allow you to do what?
If they're on the right, those are ready to be deployed out to here. So anytime you have this icon, where it's the helmet with the arrow going up,
Okay.
that lets you deploy
To a ship that you've got out there.
to your. This is letting you deploy to anywhere where there is
That icon.
that icon. So I could deploy a fleet token into this sector because I have that there. If you ever have to recall a fleet power, it'll be the same symbol, but it'll be a red arrow facing
The other
down,
way.
and you just pull it off of one of any of your fleets, and it goes into your active.
Okay, I think I've got you. Alright, I think I've got a bit of a strategy, so we'll see.
What does regroup mean? Does that mean just to move?
Regroup is moving, yes.
Okay.
Alright, so the only one I'm struggling with, the bottom of the production card. Are all our icons the same on the cards?
Yes.
They
Yes.
should be, shouldn't they?
All
So the
of
bottom
ours
of the
are
production
Oh.
is remove corruption.
And or move 5 fleet power.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so that means you could deploy.
So I could either move one of these into a new fleet that would move over to here and then just combine them together, or I could move it to a brand new fleet and put it here, or I could you could like split them around. So
Yeah,
So what allows you to move your fleets?
anything that has it shows it's called a regroup action. Like on the bottom of reinforcements, you see it has the 5 and it has the little cube with the arrow going back and forth.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's a
asking
regroup. You
about. So
can do
that
5.
allows you to move your...
You can do, I think,
Ships around,
5
up to 5
actions.
moves.
You can move them, you can split them, you can combine
okay,
them.
so it's
Correct.
It's 5. You have 5
5
regroup actions.
5 regroup actions with your, and that's under mobilize.
It's under a few different things. It's
Under
also
a few different things.
Yes.
So on your reinforcement card, accelerate lets you advance on the civilization track and build a sector defense. Muster, for each shipyard you have, deploy 1 fleet power in its sector. Mobilize, regroup, and or build a sector defense. Then we also have production, advance on the society civilization track. That's no cost. Supply, which is just doing your production, and then also gain 1 influence for each of your pure farm, mine, or engineers guilds. So that's either the green, pink, or yellow. And then optimize, spend 1 food and 1 energy, and remove a corruption, and regroup,
And then refuel up to 5, yeah.
which is also a 5. And then the other one we have is which one?
Oh, I'm missing corruption down here. We should all have... Oh, no, we moved that from down that onto there. I got it.
And then development's the other one we have. 1 material to grow and establish a guild or build an installation. It's one or the other on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Settle, recall 1 fleet power from the board. So you pull 1 off and it goes into your active. So it's still ready to be redeployed. It doesn't have to be reactivated again. And you could establish a guild and or build an installation,
yes.
both in the same sector that you recalled that fleet power from.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had taken this over and I recall from there, then I could build that stuff in this location. So that's like another way you could start building up in the other locations.
Yes.
And then harmonize increases the pure population. Increase a pure population or remove a corruption.
Okay, so on each card you can only you have to choose 2 of the actions.
Or yes, or if you
Three,
unless you,
if you
have one of those.
One of these, but we don't start with trade tokens.
No.
And trade tokens can do multiple things, because you could either spend them to flip them and do all 3 and be able to play and then you could play your agenda, or you keep it as the trade and you play it to cover the
an upkeep
costs.
Yes. One thing that, now this is not a game play per se, but it is. We do this 3 times each. You go around, around, around. There's no way to track that. To make sure we go around 3 times, because it does get progressively, we're doing 3 rounds this time. Next round it's 4 rounds. Next round it's 5 rounds. So,
oh yeah, no, it's simple. When you play your cards, because
oh well, because you don't get to, once you play your card, you only draw your cards at the end of the round, then you draw them back.
Yeah,
got it.
So you just, well, so say we have all 9 cards in our hand for cycle 3, you would play one and then put it face down. So we'll know based off of the face down.
So for the next 3 turns, we're only going to be playing with these 3 cards.
And only these 3 cards.
Well, yes, that's it. So that's
so
on track.
yes.
So you have to last card. Just that top requirement was which?
This one is you have to have a power of a fleet of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
In one location. You have to have a fleet power of 5.
I thought in total.
Not across the whole board. You have to have a fleet location of 5 in one location. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check it though.
I think it's in total.
Which one is that?
From the Ashes, 1T.
From the ashes.
And if you have guilds in these spaces, are you paying a fee?
You pay an upkeep cost. However, you always go from the non-upkeep cost. The way I set them,
it's just total.
It's in total.
It's just in total.
I set them up all random, but it's really you go from right to left or left to right. Where the one with the upkeep cost, it should be the last one placed.
Okay. And what is the upkeep cost?
It's 1 food.
Whatever they get.
One food or 1 energy.
Or no, it's 1 food or it's a 2 to 1.
Oh yes.
You could spend 2 energy or 2 material to replace 1 food.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's 1 food per upkeep. But you build from left to right.
Okay.
Yeah. Or right to left, depending on how you're looking at the board, because I might put...
Oh, yeah.
All right, are we ready to start?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm the first guy going,
Yes, you are.
Oh, boy. I should have been looking at my cards.
And you can do your actions in any order on the card.
Any order.
Any order on the card, correct. So remember, we don't have trade tokens, and I don't think there's a way for us to get them in the first cycle.
Oh, yeah, there is.
There is?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
I already know. I might have one. I might get one by the next. In the first 3 rounds, I'll have one.
When you get a trade token,
You get the bonus.
you get the bonus on the side.
What is a trade
or
These are your trade tokens.
and they're only used for 2 things: either covering upkeep on agenda cards, or flipping over so that you could use all 3 actions on your card.
Okay. I have no idea how you get a trade token because I can't even see.
Okay,
that
there's
icon
different ways.
anymore.
There's a way to get a trade token. Trade tokens are down
Oh,
here.
yeah,
There are cards that will give you a trade
Yeah, but
token.
none of our first ones allow us to move.
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah, there's one card. Is that moving any boxes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this, you basically move 2, you grab a trade token. And not only do you get the reward on the level, you can get the reward below it. Anything
That
below it too
or-
if it's cleaned up.
Yeah.
That orb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
All
We're
right.
finally starting. Oh my god.
I wonder what we're all gonna do first round then.
I'm actually not doing that because there's other stuff on this card that I need to do.
I think actually the first thing I'm gonna do is development.
Oh, look at you.
Do we choose in order, or do we choose simultaneous and then reveal in order and play in order?
I'm not sure. I think it's just he goes. I think it's
Okay.
just.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, like you. So that's the whole. I don't know. I don't
because
know.
that's
Let's double
interesting
check
because that could mitigate being the last player because I can react to your strategies. But if you all decide to start,
That's a good question.
because if we
I
all
don't-
choose at first, it's the turn order matters. Like you're
Yeah.
penalised for being the last player.
I don't know. That's a
I
really good
don't-
I
question.
would hope it's like as we said that Mike kind of just shows and reveals and does, and then we can.
Unless we
can
have
choose.
to, we have to decide. Yeah, I don't know.
But if we all have to decide, that
I don't think we all have to
it's
decide. I
turn
think we
order.
can.
Yeah.
We can play. I think it's dynamic. But my understanding, and they mentioned this a lot, and I forget the exact words that they used.
Hey, wait. You may realize later in your turn that you wanted to select a different focus card, or you may want to change your mind about flipping a trade token or playing an agenda. If no new information was revealed up to that point, you may undo your turn. So that's just saying that if you started your turn and you decide, shit, this wasn't the card I wanted to play, I messed up.
You can go back and.
If an individual player can do that on their turn, then yes, we can all.
Yeah,
you
we
don't
don't
have to
have to
choose at the very
decide.
start.
Fine.
You can react to
Yeah.
what I am
Because
doing.
what they did say in the rules a lot was there's nothing hidden. Everything, you know everything that's happening, you know everything that's going reactive, I guess you could say. So there's no surprises. You know what's going to happen, you know when it's going to happen.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to recall a fleet power from here, and that's going to let me establish a guild and a sector defense. So I'm going to put a sector defense out. I could have done any installation, but
And the other installations are shipbuilding.
or star bases, but star bases is a technology. And none of us have that as a technology, so
What is the globe? Starbase?
that's a star base. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, and then for my guilds, well, now that I'm gonna have to be covering, I'm placing it out here because that's where I recall. I'm gonna put a food there
Oh.
because I know I'm gonna have some upkeep to pay for, and I already have 2 upkeep here that I'm gonna have to be paying for. So that lets
This is automatic upkeep that has to just be paid.
correct.
Has to be paid.
So
Unless you get a
that-
trade token and cover it up. Unless you get a trade token, don't flip it and use it to cover it up. Because if you flip it, it goes back to the board.
And this first agenda was if there's no corruption on worlds you control.
Yes, correct.
I'm gonna spend 1 science, and I am going to purify my outpost. Okay, that is my first turn done.
All right, I am going to.
There's my torpedoes.
I am going to do production.
You're gonna do.
Yes. And the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to choose supply, which gets me. I guess I produce food, power, and items.
Correct.
So that gets me 1 food, 2 power, 1 item, and I get 1 victory point for each guild I have.
That's 3.
So that's 3, so I get 3 victory points.
Isn't it for each pure guild though? 1 victory point time.
Oh yeah, so I only get 1. So 1. That's fine. That's cool. I'm cool with that. It's okay. All right, so I get 1 victory point. However, then my other one is optimized, so I have to pay a food, and I pay a power, and I am removing this corruption. Actually, I should have did that first. Can I just flip that around?
Yep.
Because then I get 3 victory
There's
points.
no new information. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Fine.
Do
All right,
it.
so I do get the 3 victory points. Okay, I think
You're gonna
then.
do something different now, aren't you?
Mm,
Roll it back.
It's a winning game as well, so.
No, I'm good. I'm good. That's fine. I wanted. All right, so hold on. I spent that. No, I'm good. Go ahead.
So just talk me through these tokens again, because I might. So if I played a, if I effectively got one of those tokens, I would pull that token.
You'd get a bounty token or get a gain a science. Bounty token, you would take one of these, flip it over. This would get you either 1 victory point or 2 resources.
They're all random.
And they're all random different.
Yeah, and there's more over here too that you can pull from.
And then I can pull any one of these?
No, you have to pull the bottom.
You take the 1 from the bottom. You always take from the bottom.
And then what's the benefit also of having that token? What?
Well, the 2 things. 1, you can flip it, right, and it lets you play all 3 actions on a card. Or if you don't flip it, you can use it to pay to actually permanently pay for your upkeep.
Oh, so permanently.
Permanently.
Yeah. It covers your upkeep on your...
Okay.
Because once you flip it, it's done. It's out of the game.
Okay.
Bye. It's gone. There's a very limited number of...
No, when you flip it, they go back up.
At the end of when...
At the end of the cycle, we lose 1.
This cycle.
Yeah.
Yes.
We lose 1 at the end of every cycle.
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody flips 1, it goes right.
Yeah, they keep going back.
Hmm?
Okay, I think I'm going to do a development. So I'm going to pay a credit. And then I'm going to... That allows me to remove this. And these are just going anywhere. These are just going back in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
we
put
did
it
for a
back
moment
on the
because I don't think they come back. That's the one thing that I noticed with some of the scenarios I was looking at.
If you leave a sector, they will get corrupted pretty quick. Because the Voidborn will invade it at the end of the
when the Voidborn invades.
Oh.
Yeah, it's...
Because they'll move into any empty sector at the end of the round.
So then I paid a material.
Yep.
And that allows me to do either a guild or an installation.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're paying upkeep, it's food, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm already...
What are foods on the back one?
I haven't even done half of the actions and I already really like it.
Well, can you just pass me a food? I think you've got all the foods on there.
Oh. Yeah.
I got all the foods, you got all the materials.
Um,
There's science ones.
Yeah.
How do you get science outposts?
Magic. And it would grow.
so you're putting the food on there. Altars here. This goes up by 1.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's the left-hand disc that goes up, isn't it?
Yes.
Your
Correct.
production ability. And now does that increase what you have?
No, not yet. Only when
Until you do a produce action. Okay.
Do
So I think that's my action, so I did the guild, it's
This
either or.
should be at 4. It's 2 people. It's 2 times this. So that's why this is.
Okay, so putting it on.
Yes, this should be at 4. It's
Okay.
2 times each of those. So if you increase this to a 3, then you're producing 6 food. Your production is at 6, but your yield might be lower.
Okay, and that's 2 times that plus 1, so that's a 3, and that's 2 times that, that's 2. Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Well, this is mine's a 3. For some reason.
Because
You started with a plus 1 bonus, maybe?
2 of you,
Oh, yeah.
all 3 of us started with a plus 1 to our energy. That's part of the starting bonus
Got it.
on the A card.
Got it.
Oh, you're done. I am going to do some reinforcement. I'm going to move up on this track. Beep, beep. And take a trade token. I will...
So now you can, there's still another trade token, there's 2 on each one, isn't there?
Yeah.
So the first 2 people have to take that bottom one. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the 2 energy that I found instead of the victory point. And then I can establish a sector. Oh, I have to recall disable fleet power. I forgot to do that. Sorry. I'm going to establish a sector defense. Yeah, I might as well put another one out. And then I am going to spend 2 materials. And I'm going to deploy fleet power out here. Okay, and that is that card done. Back to you.
Okay. I am going to
And then we'll be done with the first cycle.
Yeah. And then we'll move to the second cycle. We won't get any of these 3 cards. We're going to get 4. No, we're going to get 5 of the cards that we didn't use, and we're going to be able to play 4.
Oh, okay, so I'm going to keep this one.
Alright, I am going into development.
And when is the victory condition kind of thing done? At the end of all 3 cycles?
No, it's at the end of the cycle. So the first thing that happens afterwards, the Voidborn are going to attack. So they invade every sector if they are adjacent to you.
I am going to pick Grow. And I am going to... I have to spend a... What's the pink? An item? Material. And I am building a shipyard over there. And then I am also going to pay a science, and I'm going to...
Wow, so we're all getting hit by 3 Voidfall at the end of the round.
I'm updating my...
They only come in once to each sector.
I'm
They
gonna
only hit each sector once.
upgrade this to a
This sector will get hit. This sector will get hit.
3.
He won't hit.
So
It won't go
that
like
gives
boom,
me...
boom,
So
boom,
I go
boom.
up 1 on there. And I go up 1 on there. Okay.
Okay.
No, they only invade one of your sectors. They only ever invade once.
And you get to choose.
Well, they have a specific priority. They attack a pure one first, then the one with the highest population, then the one with the most skills.
Okay.
So they have a little bit of a
I think I'm
priority.
going to do a reinforcement. So, just talk me through these. So if I went to that one,
That lets you
That
activate a
fleet
fleet
power.
power.
Is that just 1?
Yeah.
How do you get more than 1?
okay.
Other cards.
And then the muster is a fleet power for every ship.
Deploy
built
a
around.
fleet power for every shipyard.
Okay.
So if you had 2 shipyards here, you'd be able to deploy 2 fleet power here, but you could deploy 1 fleet power into your shipyard.
Ah, okay, I get you. So if I do the go up, I then put an installation out as well.
But this one is specifically a sector defense.
Okay, how did you get How did you get that ship built? The shipyard built?
Oh, I did development.
He played the development card.
Yeah, and I
And
did.
see this
and
one?
I did grow.
You did. Yeah, you did it grow with an
select.
installation. I will come up here. So I will take a token.
Which one? Oh, one of those. Okay.
Yeah, I have to take that one, don't I?
And you can take that or that.
What's the bottom one? Credit.
It's just
no,
one
it's a
science.
Okay. These can just store over, can't they? So that gives me 1 food and 1 energy. That's right.
Ooh, very nice.
That's quite nice.
Do these go away at the end of the round if you don't use them? You have to give them back. You have to assign them to a card at the end of the round, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to use these by the end of the round.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Or we have to give them back.
Yep.
Okay, and then
They basically get discarded. You don't use them, they get discarded.
for my second
My
one,
understanding.
that allows me to put an installation out as well.
Which one did you do?
I did the first one.
Oh, all right. And you paid for it?
That is bringing this back.
Yep.
I am playing my production card.
Okay.
I am going to advance 1 on my society track.
Mm-hmm.
I get 1 credit, 1 science,
And I assume you can't cross these barriers.
No, you're not allowed to cross them.
and then I am going to supply. So I gain 3 food, 2 energy, 1 material, and then I get 1, 2, 3, 4 victory points. Yay, my first victory points. And that's it, because I'm not flipping this.
Okay.
The only thing I'm going to do with it is...
Well, you do it at the
Well, I
end.
don't
You
have
do
to do
it
it till
at
the
3.
end.
All right, my turn.
No,
Yes.
never.
First thing I'm doing is muster. So I gotta pay 2 pink things.
Pinky things.
And I get to upgrade for every ship thing. So I have 2. So
Very nice.
there and there, because I'm gonna mess some stuff up. And the next thing I'm gonna
Shit, I'm
do
dumb.
is
I didn't get any of those.
No one can the first round.
He could. He's got it. He's got 6 fleet power out.
yep. And
You could never get this one because you can't get enough guilds out.
I might have been able to if I did these 2 instead of this and
yeah,
this.
you start with 3. You could get it out. You have to do both of them.
Yeah, I didn't get any of them.
He's the only one.
So and then I'm going to.
How many victory points does it give you? Doesn't give you victory
No
points?
victory points. He's just gonna get.
Oh, that's not-
I'm gonna do this.
He's either gonna get to deploy fleet power, or he's gonna get to increase his population in one of
I'm
his
gonna
pure
spend
sectors.
1, and I'm gonna add
Which sucks because I wish I had gone for that because
and
I
add
would
that.
have loved for.
Does that go away at the end of this round and another one comes in?
Yeah.
I didn't realise that. I thought it was the same one for the
Yeah.
whole game.
It's 3. So.
Okay.
And that's the whole thing when you play.
Alright, so let it go. Yeah.
And the best part is some of the scenarios they'll give you 5 to put for each cycle, and you shuffle them, and you're only using 1 per cycle anyway. So it's you could play this scenario 6 times and get a different play every time. I'm done. You're done?
I'm just playing now. Go up
Oh,
on that
yeah, yeah.
track. And now this gives me a produce. So this gives me 3 more food. Takes me to 8. 2 more of these guys. Just 1 of those guys.
And the credits and science are a different card.
And then that gives me 4 victory points as well.
That's very nice.
All right, so that's the end of phase 1. Now we
All right,
move to.
Well, before that, any of your sectors have more than 6 fleet power? No. Then any of us that have trade tokens, you need to find a home for it now, otherwise it goes bye-bye. So we're gonna cut. 2 of us are gonna cover up
Okay.
our upkeeps. Okay. You don't have a trade token?
Nope,
All right. So first thing we do is
nothing happens.
invasion. Well,
Nope,
Technically,
nope. 2 and
Oh.
3, nothing
no.
happens.
In 2 and 3, they get +1 power.
Oh, all right. So
So
how
what
does the
happens
skirmish
first
work?
is, as the Voidborn will invade one of your sectors.
Okay, they're getting their ass kicked.
Correct. They will get their asses kicked right now. One of your sectors. First thing they're going to come for is a pure sector. Then the one with the most guilds. So they're going for that. They're coming there, and they're coming here.
Okay.
They attack you with the power with fleet power equal to the amount of corruption on your board. And that's it. Alright, so upkeep. You have to pay food for all of your upkeep.
So let's just do it in turn order.
So I need to pay one food. So I'm going to spend my one food for mine.
I have to pay 2 food.
You have to pay 2 food
Yep.
because of his agenda,
Yeah, I just pay 1 food.
and you just have to pay the 1.
All right, 3. Successful. Why are we successful?
I am not.
I am. So I get.
You get to both increase your population in one of your pure sectors, and you get 1 credit and 1 science.
Okay, I'm gonna increase this to 3. So this goes up to 3. And I get 1 money. And one science. Okay.
Now we score all of our non-corrupted.
Well, hold on.
God bless you.
Hold on. No,
It's one or the other.
Yes, did anyone get 5 guilds?
No, neither of us.
Okay.
We got nothing.
All right.
You're the only one.
Okay. So now we score for.
This goes bye-bye. Now we score our agenda cards.
And it's just the first one, isn't it?
No, it's but you have 2 uncorrupt. Do you score your home planet or no?
Yeah.
All right, so 3. We each get 6 for that.
Correct.
For the first one.
Yeah. And the second one scores in the second age, doesn't it?
No,
No,
that
they
scores
all
now
score.
as well.
The
Oh,
second
okay.
one is how many?
Is one for every sector defense.
I have
So
1
I have
sector
2.
defense.
I have 2.
We both at 22 now.
Yeah.
And then it's 2 points for every spaceport.
So we're all tied at 24 now.
Yeah.
I have 2 space.
Because you have 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you were. I thought you had more than us already somehow.
More what?
Victory points.
No.
Wow. All right. So
No,
that's
getting that and doing that. So we're tied. How do we do turn order now?
Oh shit.
So who?
All right. So if turn order is
I have a funny
tied,
feeling this tutorial's pretty much. So nobody really is a run ahead leader, it's just to get used to
Yeah, I'm
it.
sure.
it is. Yeah, 100%.
Because we all did a completely different order of actions,
Mhm.
don't they? So I have a funny feeling that was a deliberate balance thing to.
Well, you know what? I don't know, because if we pick different actions, like what would happen if I didn't build that second one? I wouldn't have had those extra points. I wouldn't have gotten that bonus for the thing.
Where is it?
That didn't give you any victory points though.
What? That?
Yeah.
No, but it did up my population, and it did give me more money and science.
Oh, duh. I'm so dumb. I'm like, where is it? I can't find it. It's because it's in Phase A. Because we haven't even gotten here yet. So the first thing we do is we go to A. And we're now in Phase 2, in Cycle 2. So we remove this, and it's out of the game completely.
Yeah.
Then 2...
I removed the bar.
He removes the bar, so now advanced technologies are able to be pulled either from here. But you can't get these until you have the basic version.
And how do you get the basic? How do you get a technology?
There's going to be cards. I think
There's going to be cards that
Okay.
have them, and then also
and then cards
here.
down here let you get technologies too.
This lets you either get an upgraded or a basic.
Mm-hmm.
But you're only allowed upgrades when you cross over the threshold.
Correct.
Yes.
So at the moment, nobody can have an upgraded tech.
No.
So you're only ever allowed 2 upgraded techs?
6. Because it's for every cube past it. Each one of
okay.
those cross. And there's 2 lines for it. Now we're at 3 where we do the player order.
technically a 4x, a lot of 4x.
It is 4x.
It is a 4x.
Yeah.
In case of its high,
Yeah, that's what they're calling it a 4x.
the player last in the previous cycle
Goes first.
selects first. You
Okay.
get to select where you want to go.
Yes.
And then I get to choose afterwards whether or not I want to be after him, or so if he chooses says I want to go 2nd, I get my choice. Or no, wait.
And we
And
don't
then
know
it
what
goes
cards
in.
we're going to get to choose from
Does
or
it go in
anything,
play
do we?
order after that?
I
What?
don't know what cards we get to choose from yet or anything, do we?
But
No.
we get all the. Oh no, we don't.
We don't find. We
No,
won't
we don't find out next.
We'll find
So-
out soon.
I'll go first.
All right. I think we just slide down. I think we just slide down.
In ascending order, each of you selects their position on the track.
Ascending order, so I pick next.
Yeah.
Because we're going up, because...
Yeah.
Well, because we were in a tie, he got to go first.
I know Rob would. 'cause he
And
was
then I
in
go
the middle.
next, because
So
I...
then
yeah.
would it flip back to ascending order after that, or would it?
No, in ascending order, so whoever was
Second, went
second to last
Yeah.
would be the
That's
next
right,
person
I'm
to
gonna
choose.
go... We can leave it the way it is.
Just
I'm
leave
gonna
it
go
the-
left. Yeah. That's fine.
So now we'll flip this.
Yeah.
Now we're about to find out what cards.
All
we
right,
get to.
recycle 2. Discard the following focus cards: production, progress, reinforcement, and temptation.
We get our development card back.
Okay.
Production, reinforcement.
Production, progress, reinforcement, and what was the other one?
Production, reinforcement, progress,
Gets discarded.
and temptation. Yeah, they all get discarded.
Now
So-
we have 5 cards.
We have 5 cards that we're allowed to
And
play.
the optional is to move one of these to
Active?
over active,
Yeah, I would.
and you would get a. Yeah, that's right. That's the optional. If you move one of those. Oh, if you. Oh, the other optional thing is to move one of these and or get another technology
Let me see.
slot. There's an optional.
Oh, so we get both. It's both. You get both. It's and or. And who the fuck would...
No, you don't get anything for this. You have to do one or the other. That's your goal.
No.
Yes.
This is the bottom here?
Yes.
No, we all do that immediately. That's beforehand. That's just you do it. If it's in a board, if it's in a dotted, it's optional. They're just showing us and saying that it's optional so that we understand what the dash
So we can get another.
technology.
All right. Well, he would pick.
It's skipping a player order.
So here, then we move one over, and then he'd pick first.
Are we doing trade?
Is that one of those on there? What's it called?
Trade nexus.
Trade Nexus. When you return a trade token to the galactic board, you may gain the trade bonus. You may select. Oh yeah, so you know how at the end of the rounds. All right, so
Yeah.
let's put it this way: if you were to take this, right? I have it here.
Yeah.
I flip it over so that I can play all 3 actions. It then has to go back to the board. When you place it, you get the bonus or one of the bonuses underneath.
Okay. Alright. And your technologies, when can you use these? At any point?
Oh yeah, they're permanently unlocked. It's
So
just
you
like
can
that.
take that and spend 5 credits and boost 5 population.
terraforming.
When do you get
When
the
you play
slot?
a development or prosperity focus card, see development / prosperity focus. Anytime you play one of those 2 cards, you can also spend 1 material to increase the population.
So none of these are. So what do you mean when you play it?
No. So while you have this, if you play your development card
Oh, well,
or your
prosperity
focus card, so if it's in blue,
Okay.
it depends on a focus card being played. Otherwise, it's a
Okay.
permanent ability. Or it'll say it's during combat. So these say during combat. This is during the evaluation phase. But blues are always tied to a card. This is the prosperity focused card. Development or...
Okay, I'm going to take terraforming.
So
And then
the
do we
first
get
thing, you're going to get 4 victory points for getting it. And then you either get 2 material or you could increase the population in one of your pure sectors. And then don't forget to increase your yields. Not your yields, your production level. Alright, so I already
pure
have
sectors.
torpedoes.
So I'm going up here.
Okay. Yeah. I'm taking dreadnoughts.
I thought about that.
I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for some dreadnoughts. So I get 4 victory points and I could deploy a dreadnought to my home. 1, 2, 3. Doo-doo.
Yeah, I'd like to play this sooner rather than later, I think. Again.
Yeah.
Yes. Like right away without the
Within a
training
week or
wheels.
so.
Like let's rip the
Yeah.
training wheels off.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I am taking. See, I can't do that, but I kind of want all this other stuff that comes with it. All right.
Am I reading this right, Mike? On the store card.
Here, take that. What?
On that store card, so that's produce a resource type.
Yes.
So you choose a resource and you
Yes.
produce it,
Correct.
and you get +2
Correct.
of any
anything.
resource.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm taking autonomous drones, so I get 4 off the bat, and I get a token, a thing token, and I get 2 of anything
Yep.
for that. So I'm gonna take 2 of those. And I can also send one of my guys, but I don't have it. So basically, combat, if I'm the invader, I may return this to gain 1 of, what is that blue thing? To gain 1 absorption, and 1 of approach absorption, and 1 salvo absorption. If I return my trade token.
Nice.
And in combat, during a skirmish, I can automatically return a token to win combat in the evaluation phase. So my drones just be shooting people up.
So how do you get more ships out?
You have to build them.
You're like that one card that we had last time that let us deploy fleet power based off of the.
We don't have any cards right now to let you build ships.
Okay.
That's it's on exert. You can build one. On temptation, exert. You can build one, but only on your home planet. Muster. That's it. That's it. All right. So whenever you're ready.
That's a little bit more interesting. Okay, I'll try this. I'm going to do a prosperity.
Right.
So, it's going to cost me one of these. It allows me to move that, which allows me to put out any guild token. I will put out one of these. That gives me 1 of 3. So that's that, and then I will do a plate of prosperity, so I can spend one of these, which then allows me to increase my population. And is that increasing my population on all my?
No, just one pure
Just
sector.
one?
Yeah, you have to select one and increase just one. Can you flip some agenda cards out? There should be 4 on display.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's what the right side's for. So.
Oh, I thought that was for discard. What are these for? Or is that? What does that get used for?
I can
Oh,
produce
those
any.
can get corrupted and then you can't choose from them.
3.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what that slot in the center is.
Oh.
Oh yeah. And the symbols there are just telling you which cards normally are tied with those agendas.
Okay, so I'm done.
Alright.
And now that allows me to. Can I go to advanced? Does
Not.
this come as advanced?
No, you have to get a card to get it.
Yeah, you have to once you get to
So
like
let's
that.
try.
Yeah.
Anytime you get one of those, that lets you either get from here, you can get from
Yeah.
here,
Or an innovation.
advance,
Innovation lets you
or
take
innovation
one.
lets you
Okay.
get one.
Yeah.
Or don't forget, you could always upgrade your shields, which is probably what I think you were looking for, right?
Yeah. Or you get one that's up there.
Well, that's what.
Okay, so you've only got 2 opportunities to upgrade on the board.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. All right. Yeah, man. We're doing it. I am going on a conquest. I am spending.
So at the moment, none of us can conquest because we lose the minute we leave our world. You're not allowed to leave anything with 0 in, can you?
Yes and no. I mean,
Well, you can
you
split
can
your
leave your
fleets.
home. You can leave your home
And you
world.
can split your fleets.
And you split your
So,
fleets.
Well, at the moment, so I've got 2 corvettes. So how can I, if I
So
leave
let's
the
say
corvette
you
there-
wanted, because you could do this. You could invade from this. You just take another fleet, Corvette fleet out, take 2 off of
okay.
it, and move them in.
Yeah.
That's all.
Because this
at any point you can
have
split your
At any
yes,
point.
At any point.
You right now could split that into 3. And-
Alright.
except at the end of your round, you could only have
Have
2
two
fleet tokens
in
in
a
there.
section. Yeah.
So you have to combine down to. You could only have 6 fleet powers spread across 2 tokens.
Mm-hmm.
In the same sector.
In the same
Yes.
sector, yeah. So like I had my dreadnought and this in here. If I had a dreadnought and
Okay.
2 of these, I'd have to either I'd have to start removing until I was down. So
Yeah.
I paid my 2. I am conquesting into this sector. So we go to this up here, and so the first thing we're gonna do is the approach phase.
Which are the agenda cards?
Oh yeah.
Oh, here. Those are the ones that are available.
So these,
Yes.
and you would take these, and then
They go on under the bottom.
and then if you have played these cards out already, or you have them in hand, is that?
You
Yeah,
have
you
them
have
in
to
your
play-
hands, and then on your turn you could play those with one of your cards, and you get the action in the top left. So long, well, you could play it as long as this. You could play this card, one of these cards, so long as it matches the icon,
And that will give you that.
and then you get to do this action, and then you slot the card underneath.
Okay.
Alright, so approach phase, this does nothing to me. No, number one, they don't attack us. These are only like normal sector defense.
Oh, you got a dread. When did you get a dreadnought?
Oh, I picked up dreadnoughts.
Okay. How'd you get one though?
Oh,
it automatically.
Technology. Oh yeah,
no,
it
no,
lets
but-
you deploy one.
Oh, okay.
That's your So I could only ever have a fleet power of 1 with my dreadnought.
Okay.
That's it. But he gets what he has essentially shields, so he absorbs 1 fleet attack on the approach phase. Then he is 1 initiative for each fleet cube plus 1. And he does 1 salvo, just 1 salvo defense.
Okay, but so start from the beginning.
All right.
What's
So I show up.
yeah. And you get hit from the defense.
Except he's got, well, their sector defenses don't hit us. It's a corrupted system.
Mm-hmm.
They are invading the system. This is the people's location. I don't know why this stuff is on the board, because as far as I
thought you get hit. Period. You get hit with 1. That's 1 damage automatically. It's 1 damage.
I didn't think, I double checked me, because I thought the video I was watching said that the Voidborn don't attack you when you conquest
No,
it.
it's corrupt. They're like, we don't know who you are.
Either way, my dreadnought has an approach defense of 1. So I would block this because my dreadnought has 1 shield on the approach phase. Then we go to the salvo. So the first thing we do is build initiative. My initiative is 1 per fleet cube plus 1.
Okay.
So mine is a 2.
Okay.
His is a 1.
Okay.
I shoot first.
Okay.
Well, that's gone. Now we recalculate. He's got nothing left. He's off the board. I invaded. But let's just double check that, because I just want to make sure because I thought it was dumb when he was saying, like, if you conquest in
No, it's you get hit with 1.
combat. Yes.
You get hit by 1.
Yes. Yes. Alright. Either way, though, I have a shield. But I conquested in. I would have taken a damage, but I have a shield.
Mm-hmm.
And so, invasion outcomes, remove all installations, so this goes away. Resolve each bounty token, there's no bounty token. Resolve each reclaim token. I get to put down a sector defense, so the sector defense went right back anyway. And I get 2 victory points, so I'm at 30 now. Okay. Then take all glory tokens from the sector, which is a 3,
What do glory tokens do? at the end of the
Victory
day?
points.
and place them next to your house mat. If the sector was not a player sector, then gain influence equal to the sum of the number of all of your glory tokens. Oh shit! Yeah. So if you I invaded theirs. I take this and then I score the total of these glory tokens. So I get another 5. If I were to invade yours, if I let's say this was yours and I invaded and I won, I get victory points equal to the total glory points for that you have in your hands, because this is glory that you are claiming from all of your victories, and when someone else defeats you, they're claiming